Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. Whoever wants music instead of noise, joy instead of pleasure, soul instead of gold. Creative work instead of business, passion instead of foolery, finds no home in this trivial world of ours. There is a miracle in every new beginning. I can think, I can wait, I can fast. Within you there is a stillness and sanctuary, to which you can retreat at any time and be yourself. The true profession of a man is to find his way to himself. You have to try the impossible to achieve the possible. Love your suffering. Do not resist it. Do not flee from it. It is only your aversion to it that hurts, nothing else. I have always believed, and I still believe, that whatever good or bad fortune may come our way, we can always give it meaning and transform it into something of value. The bird fights its way out of the egg. The egg is the world. Who would be born must first destroy a world. The bird flies to God. That God's name is Abraxas. If I know what love is, it is because of you. Learn what is to be taken seriously and laugh at the rest. Alas, Siddhartha, I see you suffering, but you're suffering a pain at which one would like to laugh, at which you'll soon laugh for yourself. There is no reality except the one contained within us. I am in truth the Steppenwolf that I often call myself. That beast astray that finds neither home nor joy nor nourishment in a world that is strange and incomprehensible to him. Without words, without writing, and without books there would be no history. There could be no concept of humanity. Youth ends when egotism does. Maturity begins when one lives for others. We are not going in circles, we are going upwards. The path is a spiral. We have already climbed many steps. I have been and still am a seeker, but I have ceased to question stars and books. I have begun to listen to the teaching my blood whispers to me. Siddhartha stopped fighting his fate this very hour, and he stopped suffering. You are only afraid if you are not in harmony with yourself. To achieve the possible, we must attempt the impossible again and again. When we hate a person, what we hate in his image is something inside ourselves. Whatever isn't inside us can't excite us. Because the world is so full of death and horror. I try again and again to console my heart and pick the flowers that grow in the midst of hell. Your soul is the whole world. As a body, everyone is single, as a soul, never. I wanted only to live in accord with the promptings, which came from my true self. Why was that so very difficult? There's no reality except the one contained within us. That's why so many people live an unreal life. They take images outside them for reality and never allow the world within them to assert itself. I live in my dreams. That's what you sense. Other people live in dreams, but not in their own. That's the difference. He had loved and he had found himself. Most people love to lose themselves. Making music together is the best way for two people to become friends. I have had to experience so much stupidity, so many vices, so much error, so much nausea, disillusionment and sorrow, just in order to become a child again and begin anew. I had to experience despair. I had to sink to the greatest mental depths, to thoughts of suicide, in order to experience grace. Theory is knowledge that doesn't work. Practice is when everything works and you don't know why. When you like someone, you like them in spite. Solitude is independence. It had been my wish, and with the years I had attained it. It was cold, oh, cold enough, but it was also still, wonderfully still and vast, like the cold stillness of space in which the stars revolve. How could I fail to be a lone wolf and an uncouth hermit? As I did not share one of its aims nor understand one of its pleasures. Art is the contemplation of the world in a state of grace. The river is everywhere. The river has taught me to listen. You will learn from it, too. The river knows everything. One can learn everything from it. You have already learned from the river that it is good to strive downwards, to sink, to seek the depths. You are only afraid if you are not in harmony with yourself. People are afraid because they have never owned up to themselves. A whole society composed of men afraid of the unknown within them. Happiness is love, nothing else. Our God's name is Abraxas, and he is God, and Satan, and he contains both the luminous and the dark world. Happiness is a how, not a what, a talent, not an object. Everyone can perform magic. Everyone can reach his goals if he is able to think, if he is able to wait, if he is able to fast. Everything becomes a little different as soon as it is spoken out loud. Knowledge can be communicated, but not wisdom. One can find it, live it, be fortified by it. Do wonders through it, but one cannot communicate and teach it. It was all a lie. It all stank of lies. It all gave the illusion of meaning and happiness and beauty. And all of it was just putrefaction that no one would admit to. Bitter was the taste of the world. Life was a torment. Each man's life represents a road toward himself, an attempt at such a road, the intimation of a path. No man has ever been entirely and completely himself. The river taught us how to listen with a silent heart, with a waiting open soul.